push you towards your destiny. I hope you're having a great day, afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're tuning in. Thank you so much for watching me live and also watching the replay. I'm going to give it just a second for those of you that want to tag a friend or get something to write on so we can recap this week. It's been a great week. All right. Energy's up. Let's go ahead and get started. My name is Tracie Davis. I'm a business and success coach, and I come to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to share with you business tips, success tips, marketing tips, all of that, because it's what I do. It's what I love to do. My goal, of course, is to encourage you, to inspire you, and to push you into your destiny. So make sure you visit my website at mysuccesszone.com. mysuccesszone.com. I have all kinds of goodies there, different categories depending upon what you're looking for. And guess what? If you don't find what you're looking for, DM me, honey. Don't be wondering. Just go ahead and DM me. And I'm sure there's something that I can do. I'm gifted, multi-talented, multi-passionate, and that's usually who's attracted to me, us unicorns, okay? So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our content for today. Thank you so much again for watching. Hello to everyone. Thanks for the waves. I appreciate it. So anyway, this week we've talked a lot about inner game and outer game. We've talked about, toxic relationships, the types of relationships to avoid. Make sure you go back through some of my material that I have released and see if you can get something that can bless you, okay? So I wanted to talk today about taking responsibility for your success, right? If you're wanting to be successful, you have to take responsibility for that, okay? And I think it's important that I also say that, some things may have happened to us in our past, in our childhood or whatever, and those things that happened to us, or whether you want to say happened for you or whatever, it wasn't your fault, but now as an adult, right, that's actually wanting success, wanting more out of your life, it is your responsibility to get healed. It is your responsibility to get help, right? It's your responsibility to stop the cycles. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you to do your homework. I say that all the time because I do my homework and then I get so excited to help you do the same, okay? So in the process of taking responsibility for your success, you have to admit that you have issues, right? Things that need to be resolved. I had actually kind of piggybacked off of a scripture where there's a lady with an issue of blood, right? And I love the principle from that. Her issue was, she was hemorrhaging. But all of us have something in our lives where we have an issue that we need to take care of, right? And so, a lot of times we see people that are not succeeding because they still have baggage from their childhood, baggage from a bad relationship or whatever, and it is affecting other things. And I totally get it. I empathize with that, been there, right? Certain situations trigger you and all of that. But the goal is to do our work, to figure out what happened or why am I still reacting to it? Or even if you know the answer to those questions, how can I get over it? Okay. I've been insensitive in the past and just said, just get over it, knowing that I had some issues in my life that I hadn't gotten over. Right. And so all of us, number one, we have to take responsibility by participating in our own rescue, right? Saying, you know what? This may not have been my fault, but I'm taking responsibility for it now, and I'm going to participate in my own rescue. I'm going to figure out what's going on and fix this situation, all right? Or get the help to fix it. Second thing is you need to be open for instructions. We don't know everything, right? And so, God can drop something in your spirit, or he can put someone in your path that can give you wisdom, that can give you insight, that can give you instructions to help you to succeed. So you need to be open for that. A lot of us are closed. We have one way of doing things and that's it, right? But you don't want to be like that. If you're wanting to succeed and you're taking responsibility for it, you definitely want to be open for new ideas, open for new strategies, open for help, different mentorship, different coaches, etc. Be open, okay? Third thing is you want to be in motion. You want to be actively pursuing. So yes, you want to proclaim that, hey, I'm doing these things, I'm doing my homework, but make sure you have the action to back up what it is that you're saying, okay? You don't want to be a person that's always talking about it, but you're never being about it, okay? So I want to see you moving. I want to see you in motion. I want to see you saying, I got to do something different so that I can experience different results, okay? So that's going to be important. For those of you that are just joining, my name is Tracie Davis. I'm a business and success coach, and my goal is to push you, to encourage encourage you and to inspire you towards your destiny, right? That is what I do. Make sure you visit my website or click the link in my bio. My website is mysuccesszone.com, mysuccesszone.com. And so I welcome you to the zone. All right. So far we've talked about 3 points, different ways that we can actually take responsibility for our success. And that is admitting that it is our responsibility. It is our issue and we're going to take care of it. The second thing is being open for instructions, the help, the mentorship. You got to be open for it. And then the third thing is to be in motion. You want to actively be in pursuit of success. The good success is what I really am in pursuit of. I talk about that a lot in one of my books. The fourth thing that we want to do is to be willing to push through the hard times, to push through the struggling times, to push through the times where you're not as confident as you would like to be. You got to push through that. So that means you have to have the wherewithal within you where you've built up that inner man so much that you understand that a no isn't forever, right? When someone says no, that's just for now. It's not forever, okay? Understanding that, you're in process and that you start to appreciate the process. You appreciate the challenges because you understand that, hey, that's making me stronger. That's making me better for my next level, my next season. Okay. That's how you want to see that. Then you have to have the ability to not to give up. And that's what I love. And that's what I look for, in my students, right? My clients. I want to see that even if it didn't work the first time, that you say, you know what? I'm not going to give up. If you're wanting to succeed, if you're taking success as saying it's my responsibility, you also have to have a resolve that I am not going to give up. Thank you so much for those of you that are watching me on YouTube, watching me on Instagram, watching me on Pinterest. Hey, everybody, I appreciate, okay? I appreciate you so much for hanging out, okay? And those of you on Twitter as well, okay? So we've covered quite a bit here, but we want to make sure we don't give up. If it's something that you really, really want, if you're wanting to have this six-figure business, seven-figure business, eight-figure business, and beyond, you got to say, I'm not going to give up. If that method didn't work, then I'll try another, okay? All right, that's going to be important. Now, we had talked a lot about toxic relationships, but we didn't talk this week about toxic environments. And when I thought about that, I said, you know what? A lot of us may have grown up in toxic households. We, made it fancy and said dysfunctional families. But when you look at it, a lot of those households that we grew up in, they were toxic. May have had negative parents. You may have had negative situations where they were always fighting about money or just fighting, period. And so those kind of things were embedded in you as a child, and you don't like to talk about money. You're afraid to commit yourself to a relationship or whatever. So you got to be really, really conscious now. Couldn't control that as a kid, but you have to be really, really conscious now of what kind of environment am I in, right? Is my work environment toxic? Is my home environment toxic? Am I hanging around toxic friends, right? You have to be really, really careful of that. And why is that? If we're working on ourselves, we already got enough junk in us already, right? And then you're hanging around others that are toxic. So now you're not only fighting you, but you're fighting them as well. And I've been in those situations where I was trying to work on me, but I had so much opposition on the outside as well, right? People don't like a confident person. They don't like a person that's about their business, right? Because it forces them to take a look at themselves. And so oftentimes when you're trying to help them, they'll fight you. I mean, that's been my experience. And so not only was I fighting myself, my internal negative thinking and things that I may have picked up as a kid, but I was fighting them too. So guess what I could fix? While I was fixing me, I had to change the environment. I had to stop allowing so much access to me so I could fix what it was that was wrong. Because guess what? I was in hot pursuit of success, and I want you to be the same way. The next thing that you're wanting to do is to realize that when you compare yourself to others, it's a detriment to you because all of us have different situations. All of us have different head stuff going on, right? And so we want to make sure that if I'm toxic and I'm trying to get these toxins out, my process may be faster than yours because I may not have had as bad as a quote unquote childhood or bad traumatic situations. It's the same way like when I'm sharing detox tea with one of my clients, right? I'm saying, hey, take this detox tea. In 5 days, your stomach should be flatter, right? Because that was my experience. But for them, it may be different because they have more toxins. They may have been in their situation longer. You understand what I'm saying? So don't compare yourself to anyone else because we each have our own stories. And so we're rewriting our own stories, fixing our situations as we are in pursuit of success. Let me go ahead and reset the room real quick. My name is Tracie Davis. I am a business and success coach, and my goal is to inspire, to encourage, and to push you towards your destiny, okay? So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you visit my website at mysuccesszone.com, mysuccesszone.com. I have books and courses and music and all kinds of stuff as a multi-passionate, multi-talented person. So make sure sure you visit that, okay? All right, we're almost finished here. The last thing that I would say is make sure you do the work. Don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 10 because they've been working on themselves longer, okay? Oh man, it seems like they did it overnight. Oh man, it seems like it's so easy for them. You don't know how long they've been working, right? You ever seen a duck on like a lake or something and they're just gliding across the lake, right? So beautiful. But you don't realize they're paddling hard underneath the water. So don't ever pay attention to what looks like success. Pay attention to what you're needing to do to acquire the success, because you don't know how hard that person has worked and is still working, okay? You're just looking at the surface, all right? So anyway, I hope you got some value today. I'm excited to be able to come on here and share. As God downloads, I share with you, and I'm hoping that you'll do the same thing. We want to learn, we want to do, and we want to teach, okay? So with that being said, you have a happy Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to DM me. I'm your girl, here to serve, wanting to make sure that you don't have to go through what I went through. If I can help in any way, that is totally my goal, okay? Chatting with Sonia, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you were blessed, and I hope you join me again on Monday. I'll be back Monday with more goodies to help you win in life. Take care, and happy Friday! Hey, 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 hey! Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.